achieve the vision, sometimes the writer has to detach himself from the work. It's good that we have tools that help us in the vision, but it is also good that we read through our work. The suggestion that normally was given me, we remove my authentic voice in the work. So it is important for me to review your work after the writing, also look at models and context in the review at different level, at the structural level, mention the structure, the syntax, the paragraph level is correct. Also review the grammar. It is also important to engage in peer review. There is nothing wrong with after writing authentic, not doing this work. AI is there, but AI cannot do anything. I can discuss my identity. I can discuss my thoughts. These are my thoughts in this paper. And after the discussion, I get a review. From the review, you can read, and after the grammar, you can look at it and say, this assertion, I don't think it is proper here. So peer review is very, very important in academic. Then we consider custom of the common habits we need to avoid. The first common habit we need to avoid is the use of jargon. Please, let's avoid technical language as much as possible. When it is necessary, we use it, but when it is not necessary, please let's use jargon. Overuse of passive words. The data we are analyzed. What about the analysis of data reviews? Let the voice be active. It shows that somebody is speaking, somebody is arguing, somebody is contributing. Not that somebody is reviewing what another person has done. Then normalization is also part of what we need to avoid. Make a contribution and contribute. You know, like I said, we prefer to use more words in Nigerian English. We believe that if we say a better contribute, it's too simple. We have to say a better makes a contribution so that it will sound very, very strong. But we need to check that. Then the use of pronouns. When we use it, they, what is it referring to? Sometimes the use of pronoun can confuse the reader. Very believe. This is very, very important. From your background to the story, from the introduction, we consider your needs. What are you talking about? Sometimes some people say it is the way to write in my field. It is only during conclusion that we have to say what we want to say. I don't think it's correct. But the is that correct? In science, you start the nobody knows what you're talking about. Then a conclusion, you say a conclusion. You now say what you want to say in conclusion. I think from the very introduction, we should follow. Don't think that you are leading people in the conversation. They go step by step with you. Don't go alone and in the end say, yeah, I am. Yeah, you do that. Don't be like that person who gets a testimony after 10 minutes. They are all asking, what did he say? What did he say? I don't know. The testimony started last year. In fact, before last year, 2 months ago. In fact, before 2 months ago, there is another thing I want to add. I want to add, after adding and subtracting, in the end, people cannot say, he is thanking God for the living for that thing. Or he is thanking God for helping him to complete his postgraduate program. That was the prayer of the beginning. The last part is reading as a writer. One of the most efficient ways to develop as a writer is to read. I want to read of discussion. In the place of text, we must read to be able to write well. Reading exposes a writer to good progress and structure of an academic paper. When you read journal articles, before you write the journal article, please read journal articles. Read and see how people have structured the journal articles. And don't do a journal. How come these people are able to gain acceptance in this journal? What did they write? Look at what they have written. Look at the structure of their works. It will not be bothering you to write. Look at the word choices, the sentence construction, the sequencing of argument, the flow of ideas, and the entire meaning-making process. Analytical reading, effective reading, helps a writer to build an instructive sense of what good prose looks like. It provides a resource to draw from in writing. To write effectively, it is important to read effectively, especially text within your field and also text outside of field. The quality of the writing will reflect the quality of the reading. Anybody who reads well writes well. In closing, knowledge dissemination is a significant part of academics. Writing is one way to disseminate knowledge in academic environments. Society depends on our research findings to be. Human beings depend on our research findings to survive. Research output plays a significant role in the development of the society. To write well is to take ideas seriously enough to communicate them. Breathe air. If we go to the background, so many ideas will be available. So many significant thoughts that will have changed the entire landscape are buried in the background. Why? Because somebody is afraid of writing. Somebody is suffering from spiritual problem. The act of writing cannot be reduced to rules. Rules are important things. Academic writing requires that the writer consider the knowledge to be shared and the experience of the person who reads. There is one commitment based on effective writing that does not merely inform but also think to communicate. Knowledge shared with this field can be utilized to solve problems in the society. Knowledge shared can also be reviewed. The parting word is an encouragement to everyone, especially the postgraduate students in the university stage. With the same seriousness used to conduct research. If they ask you to go to the math, you don't have a problem with them, or they want your family, that is where the problem starts. It is careful to read widely, write regularly, and develop an authentic word that does not sound like AI. Some great writers today struggle to say something clearly on the page of paper. Write your thoughts now and develop it. As I read at home, I know some thoughts are going to. I want to work on this. I want to work on it. Don't do something now. Write down your thoughts. You will be surprised before long you will be a great writer. Thank you for your attention. If you have the question instead of writing, please
I want to ask about critical review. When I thought of visiting, I was curious to how big
the question is not for all the resource persons. Where is the evidence of the scientist? There's not much. Dr. Cookie, how many pictures of the need for one particular?
Thank you very much. That's a very interesting question. I don't look at it in terms of numbers. I look at it in terms of what we can achieve. When I was in my PhD, the first thing I forgot to do was run the and the process of the visitors, as you can see, different methodologies, different results, different inputs, and all. So we cannot even tell you a certain number. It's how many that gets you the result, what are the people. Because most of the days of cloud, the one that inside your computer, you will do lots of people. These are the workers, these are the workers, these are the workers. What is this methodology and this methodology and this methodology are all the way. So that's what I think of it. Thank you. In addition to answer your question, I think sometimes some universities will tell you that the literature knows enough, what to do, what to changes, except on some, critical conditions, whereby, there are some, work that we have the founding fathers of it, and sometimes, cycle. Mostly 10 years activity, a framework of 10 years activity, and we can be able to cite those things. Thank you. If you are going out to research, we are experts. Every paper, every work, now we are today, we need to you can learn it. Initially, I don't know how to do it. Journals, articles, I can read both the paper. Outside, that need a paper, my field is that reason. I have responsibility. So what I'm referring to them, I have read and read the song.
If you have someone to send the link to Facebook, would have more people to these guys are always hey, but those guys they don't have to
Family iPhone. Some people really don't know that university have to be on the computer. Some say that they don't like to this is normal. I can say because the quality of the dollar is also wonderful. And by quality, to read as more understanding.
Era na bene eles não eram can you share this link on Facebook? I've seen your face.
Yes, the link is even on the flyer. But you can still share it from there.
The YouTube link, right? This one is just now.
Now?
Yeah, we started.
Okay, no problem. We don't have a YouTube link. It's the link from the meeting only.
No, I've sent the YouTube link.
Okay, good. to my
Yes, the group. I saw. Is it on you?
yes. No, it's
No,
not.
no, no, no.
It's not
Okay,
in
so
Teams. Is it through email or link?
on the WhatsApp,
WhatsApp
WhatsApp platform
for
every platform.
Which
As
one?
radio, every Wukari forum. Check any one of them. Which one?
Radio.
And then check radio.
Especially at the international level, we know how this works in our business. So don't be in the hall to submit paper. And before the first time I had a collaboration with Germany, when in fact she was the one that helped me to get the global south and south place. Global south is not a small thing. And when I approached her, the first thing she did was go to look up every material she can find and want to. She asked me to submit your PhD thesis in English. I said, that is not to be select. So look at it. Look at, what are the content of the work. So, I know as we are talking, somebody said you must read 150. Somebody somewhere is just saying you're on your own. You're on your own, not now, not now. And somebody is even planning to say, well, I just came from this seminar to do all my assessment and I do what I know. They are there for me. I use grammar to change the grammar for a place and do that and submit. But later in life, you may want to be a serious one. You may want to be a serious one. And it is at that point that we will refer to what you have promised to do. Before when we have talked about permanence, people say they retract papers. What about those who have downloaded the paper? You can retract, but some people still have that paper. After the story, they have that paper. And that's why sometimes, some of these media will tell you, when you post something on Facebook, you want to delete, say, I am only deleting for you. This record is also available to some sites and some people. So that paper you want to withdraw today because you have come to realize that you didn't write it well yesterday, may not easily be withdrawn. So it's important. Let's not bother with the number of literature you will review. Let's not bother with the number of articles that you will read. Let's bother with what you want to get from those articles. Set the important box in your brain. Even best and external examiner will spend so much time on the work. Because the external examiner will look at the number of people you have cited. You didn't just cite, you reviewed your work properly. You say this person is what is doing. But when they look at your work, you are quoting people who published it coming up there 1998, 1981. It shows that there is no currency. It's coming. So that's what we call the number. That's because one we want to see.
Let's identify all the so that let's ask, okay, let's take this one. What is particular about where we say? Okay, yes. This one and then wanted to ask you to write it down and put it there after.
My first one is that we have a problem where my supervisor wants a student to write like him, also in his conduct. And particularly for PhD students, it's really tedious because you're trying to do thinking, and because this done, you have to do your spicy and then you're not having your supervisor trying to force you to go by their idea and to write against their voice. So how can a student this challenge. And I also see also how even in this companies that you see that the government supervising and private you want to spend to use certain ideology, certain concept that is that it must be. And what never is not professional. So how can we spend our this challenge? Without approach to the question and mistakes, it's all of them. Now, in this institution, where supervisors don't really students to have them. It's the responsibility of every student, every scholar, to expect his life from himself. What about a meeting with yourself? This is exactly what I want to do. And this supervisor, this is the flow of thought. The suggestion that you have made will distort this flow of thought. Where your supervisor insists, please approach the departmental management, whether it's a HOD or a PG coordinator. I have not seen a situation where the supervisor will report on the student's concerns. However, because we are not at we do not know where we need to talk. I don't mean to talk. Sometimes when we need to talk, we don't talk. When the information knows that you know what you are doing, every information will go. Let me give you an example. I have a relation who enrolled in a program in the university where it is common, not this university. Where it is common for professors to tell students, I don't want you to learn. That's it. And I will let you. Don't bother about the projects. Those places are not common. And so he got to the door of this young man and said, I want to learn. I don't want to write something. And this provider said, no. This young man went to the HOD and said, HOD, I have a little challenge in community. I have a little challenge in this provider. I actually want to learn. I don't just want to get this degree, I want to learn. And the provider was not allowed this. The head of the funds. The HOD assigned this young. Some people say, he or she will rest on his own. If you know what you can do, nobody will rest on his own defense. That's the truth. I tell you in students, and you are living on people of support. But if you're starting from defense, your supervisor still will not even allow us supervisor to deny your defense. You say, the supervisor is going to talk to the police and all of them, they will join forces to victimize me. It's also an assumption, which may not be true. Me, in particular, I don't know how somebody will convince me, let us join hands and frustrate the student. How will the person in this statement become about it? So, there is integrity in the system, but the order of students are not open. They believe that there is no integrity. Everybody is compromised. It's not true. Where that happens, insist on the boss. Tell the supervisor, this is exactly my point. This is how I want to make it. Students are moved from here and there when they do not have a boss. When we have the
He sent the link to our group. Somebody saying that somebody has not listened him. They don't need to be listened when it is YouTube.
Somebody has not.
Let him in. Do you need to let anybody in?
No.
This is live now.
No, it's live. They always change the link. Where's the link? Have you seen the link of the radio?
Yes, I saw it. You can see we posted it. Because no one letting me in. I've been asking to join. I'm wondering if not seeing it.
No. Have you tried to?
Yes, I can.
Without anything?
Yeah, can you imagine the university? I don't know if you have anything to do with it. It has nothing to do with it.
Just
Now, again, this supervisor has passed that name this person. And so, we also have to listen to the supervisor. When we look at the data, perspective. Now, I want to tell you, after the one who is here, I'll write about this from this one. Write about this. I ask you to write the past. Who is my ability? Form of price. And so, it's good for them to be the one that will be willing to be settled. Right? Also try to see from the other person's perspective to know there is sense in what he said. So I'm saying, you also see that there is sense in what he mentions. As far as you don't see there is sense in what he says. It's honest. I don't know what to see. So this is clear as a how I'm saying. Invitation. Right? There's a clear invitation that the students not work with the supervisor. We become a and the that all of the system also so the different departments it's very possible. The student have genuine children and say another department. They will look at the recipe of the school and if the is not cooperating with the student, it's also the student. Yes, hold on. Very request for those that have questions please close down. In fact, due to the immediate time we have, we will request us to be patient and we will invite the podium the second speaker. Please document come for us, please come for you deliver his message, his lesson, and then we will ask all the questions at the end of the day. Thank you so much. Please put our hands together as we move. Please write your questions and God bless you.
Thank you to our dean, Professor Emmanuel Peter. It's an honor to have you. It's because always a while. And our Deputy Director, our Dr. from India, Dr. Sanchez, and our other wonderful lecturer is in India. We are honored and we know a lot of students here have landed on. Please, can we receive the podium, Professor Emmanuel Peter? Please, can we receive Professor Emmanuel Peter? Please, can we receive the podium? Thank you for also can we also receive our mother, Professor James Adapo. This moment is an award that we presented to our mother, Professor James, and our father, Professor Peter now will be doing that on behalf of the Thank you. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 2020. 20 Who knows how many things to walk and walk? Let's put your hands together. If you don't clap, you don't receive the next award. What you will say you will appreciate it. I personally appreciate it. Easy. You sit down, prepare a meeting. Takes a lot of time. I want to must be organized also. Organize what you have done. Decided. Award. Appreciation to the presenters to you. What is here is ASFI institutional project. University Wukari Award of Appreciation presented to Professor Judith Adabu for your insightful presentation on the art of academic writing. As it brought to the places. Thank you very much, Professor Emmanuel Kompikata, for the presentation of your work, and thank you to our other Professor David Berina for receiving the award with a wonderful share of smile and assurance. To take us further, we go straight to the next item, according to our program item number 9. Item number 9. Item number 9. We'll be looking at a presentation on the topic, the responsible academy, balancing innovation and integrity in the era of artificial intelligence. The person that will be given the responsible academy, balancing innovation and integrity in the era of artificial intelligence. The person who will be taking us on this journey. Please put your hands together as we receive to the podium Dr. Wukari again. Put your hands together for him. Dr. Wukari is not a new person to some of us. However, for the sake of today's atmosphere, permit me to go through his citation. Dr. Wukari is a Nigerian academic. He is currently affiliated with the Federal University of Petroleum Resources at Polo, Delta State. He holds a BSc in Physics, an MSc in Applied Physics, and a PhD in Theoretical Physics. Giving a firm ground in both theoretical and applied physics. He has attended several physics awards in physics in the country. He served as an editor in several high-quality journals. He also engaged in community development service as a way of impacting society with his knowledge and research output. He is happily married and with wonderful, beautiful things. Please put your hands together for him. We receive it in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is my partner, Professor President, Director, Professor Philip, Dean of the Faculty of Biosciences, Professor Emmanuel Okitara, Director of Communities, and Director of Communities, Dr. Santos, and members of the ASFI team, colleagues, students. I feel very privileged to stand here to make this talk. Years ago, in the Federal University Wukari, as a team, Professor Philip, as a professor, they got me to the institute and told us all this now. When I saw the flyer for this, the poster for this program, I was like, wow, man, I want to thank you for the privilege and honor. Thank you very much. So, my approach to this talk today is going to be very different because of the seriousness of the matter. I'm going to give, before I get to my talk, prepare your mind and where we are going so I don't get too tired. Now, if you here, so today I was driving the phone, and then there was this man in front of me. I was in the car, and he was in front of me, and he was driving, and he tied the boat. He tied the boat at the back of his bag, and he was shouting. I was driving, the boat was shouting, both of them were paying attention, nobody cared. And the person was doing almost driving together for over 100 meters. And then something came to mind. And I said one thing, I said, thank God I'm human. Then thank God I'm human. Yes, sir. Okay. What do you make something? You are not the strongest. You are not the strongest. You are not the fastest. You are not going to have some visual ability in yourself. The beauty that makes us human is our intelligence, our mental ability to adapt, to observe things, to process them, to understand them, to apply them. That is how we human being. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us unique. Yes, I do. That is the reason why no is now so particular. When you hear about aliens, people want to know. Well, even on earth, there are a lot of species that are not known. Nobody cares about an ant already, or something. But you see, intelligence is the main thing, is the main factor that makes people relate to the aliens. You want to know how do they know? What are they doing? Can they reason? Can they understand? Can they apply? Can they report? Is it anything? Those are some of the things that need to learn. That is intelligence, is the main thing, is the leadership criteria. How we sustain, how we go to meet. Let's learn next time. Okay. Now let's look at point. We are the enemy, the enemy. And though that is supposed to be the movement, that's where we understand that. What is the difference between this one and that one? They are not men.
This guy here is not less intelligent than that guy. There was no difference. The difference is not intelligence because if you carry the side of this one here, and take it to MIT, or take it to FEI, or home, you can see I can the president or national, or so business. So it's not intelligence. What matters, what is the truth this one, and that one is accumulation of knowledge over time. This is being taught in an writing, recording, preparing record, building on existing knowledge. Look at the road. If you go for home today, or any other animal, and guys, no record that, oh, the other book last time, you know how to describe the mountain, you know how to describe something. No record. So that means all their life, all their generations, because it's our food, the same thing. Because there's no picture of the food, nothing. So that is the other attribute of intelligence, our intelligence. Writing, keeping record, producing knowledge already established from generation to generation. Now, people will see that knowledge that nothing more from the movement of generation to generation. That is important. When you see something with a look at it, you know that all the points, many of the parents of the knowledge. You get things, when you see something, you get more ideas. When you get overwhelming, you break it open. You know, that's why there are so many things now, so many courses are made. Again, you confuse. At any point in time, if you have information on a particular topic, you can call a human being and person it. You have to go to the internet library that will take you years or months to break down. You already have access to because there are people that are specialists in that. So I don't want to go into this before we start our talk today because this is very important. This very point is very, very important, and this is very confusing. Next slide, please. This is the point that we able to do that and the team to perform tasks that the usually based on human beings. You can have, you can reason, you can solve, you can take decisions, to somehow convey artificial intelligence. So it's not natural one, but what the form of intelligence was produced by human beings to make life easier for us. Next slide. Now, over time, we have different types of innovation. We have to carry heavy loads. We have to carry heavy loads. We are great. They are going to the place that can pick up everything easily, that is one thing cannot do. When we have to move faster, we invented the cars, the bicycle, the cars, the jets, and the rest. So there are many innovations over time that help humans to make things like things that people achieve. Just like that. Like speed, like looking with mechanical advantages and the rest. But these artificial intelligence actually help us provide help us with our core mandate, which is reasoning. You see, human beings, for example, as we hear now, for example, I'm not in time. It's our best time to do. For example, maybe someone thinking back, it's our favorite opportunity. If I'm hungry, it's our favorite opportunity. So look at the machine. The computer is so much memory, so much downstream. You can think of so many factors into consideration and this out very fast. And results 247 because it's It doesn't get higher. When you do it, we control it to make our lives easy. So that is something like artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has made innovation very easy because they sort of provide answers to many questions. It makes research easier too because there are a lot of aspects of research that are really generic, but because of because they are important to the waiting time. So some of those aspects of research, artificial intelligence are making easier. We are going to be talking on those aspects as we go on. So next slide. So basically, this artificial intelligence helps us assigned to the capabilities, the development capacities of our brain, our mental capacity. You understand? So it helps us when it comes to listening, thinking, and rest. But it can do all these things. That doesn't mean it doesn't have its own limitations. So we have to look at it. Although we look at the limitations of artificial intelligence, the advantages, limitations, how it affects the academia, the advantages it has on the academia, the advantages it has on the academia, and how we can have a balance. Okay, so what makes it ideal is that we just want to look at some of the things in comparison with the traditional system that we know and AI system. Knowledge source, in normal system, when you go online, for example, you get information, you get them for establish human input into the internet. Everything you get from internet, from traditional internet, can be associated directly with something. Another reference to this presentation or this website. For artificial intelligence is generating data. As you are asking, the answer is fitting is linked with the way you ask the question. Because it takes result information that can be trained from different sources and then it gives you an answer. That answer is if you run a similarity test on that answer, it will give you almost everything because that answer is not anywhere. You can't find it because they tell you based on the way you ask the question. But if you are doing an AI test, and AI test will get very high because AI gives results in patterns. And patterns and that is what AI is going to do. They look for those patterns that are common with AI systems. And then what we now know is this attitude or top expressions with AI. Then there is flexibility. Conventionally, you can use one application, for example, for one purpose. But now, what I'm going to do activity, someone lets it and going through activity or any type of, and the medical student can be there, when the things are done. Someone in the English language, something in physics, can go there and get relevant information and so on area of expertise. So it's very flexible. Then the hardware, there is the central processing unit. That is the hardware processing unit or the central processing unit is based on the amount of work the processor only has to do as compared to the conventional computer. Because as you are sending the information, it's not fetching from the database. Like the constant data from the database, it is searching, it is customizing an answer for you. So it requires a lot more processing power than the conventional CPU. So intelligence is a normal system doesn't do anything based on intelligence. You are the one that is intelligent, you are the intelligent person. But that is what you did is what you do. But the AI system has a pattern-based intelligence because it gives you unique outputs, as I said, based on your input. The next slide, please. Okay. The next thing because we are trying to look at what is actually we are seeing in AI system, what is the normal system. Now let's look at AI related companies as compared to and what definitely is better like it or not. AI is said to be a different model anyway. It's going to get better, it's going to get stronger, it's going to get more effective. So there are ways of using AI. That is what AI can be AI generated or AI assisted. If somebody don't go in there and say, oh, AI, no one don't do this, decide to look for problem on this, write the individual, write the result, write this and leave it out. Everything is AI generated. But there are certain things that you do that you can only AI assisted. Like, for example, if writing your essay, the writer, then you suggest grammar check, for example, you use the grammar or keywords. Those are ways of having AI assisted more because grammar and keywords you have to try to. But how you use the topic and you can change from what AI assisted to you can easily switch from AI assistant to another generating what you are doing. If you go to think of it, when you flag all your errors, like all your typing, all your grammar, all what are wrong in grammar, it's not asking, do I continue writing? And if you're that kind of person, now write continue writing, now come to continue writing, if you write, but the original voice is wrong. Your plan is wrong. What you are now writing is more of AI related. Because what is wrong after you put your digital content, it was not writing. It was by the computer ability, the database, and when the AI generated, human government is leading. You can just see that the command will act down. Then, but when the AI assisted, human your just use AI for example, the grammar check and the rest. Then next slide. This of error, AI generated has very high result errors because see, administration now a lot of let me tell you what I say I will say because AI takes information from different databases and sort of use their ability to bring out a certain answer. Sometimes you can do a result that does not exist. You know, if you see from some places and this result that does not exist, that is hallucination. That's what especially when it comes to sometimes it's very common now, AI has found to bring forth citation. People that don't exist in the ability to read human beings and all because they just put things on different places and they use their body to appear like exist. That's a problem in one part. But as a theoretical business, I know that is also sometimes depends on like the citation and all the paper is comes. But in as a theoretical business, it tells me that there is a possibility like this. You know, sometimes things that are wrong in some things or areas, actually you can do these things are possible.
Just for
So we have to see
the
the
audio.
possibility. It's very easy to understand. So that's so this errors is higher in AI related and very lower in AI assisted because the human being there is part of the whole process. Creativity is and then it creates the same pattern over and over again. Like Paul said, that when the leader comes down, we all stand, we all feel safe because things are coming from the same people and passing the same accordingly to the sound the same, the use the same. That's human being. It's not anymore. That's what happened to something of two parts. As I said, also, I know the AI, the grammar check, and yes. But actually, you can use AI for a whole lot of other things. So you have to take it, and you have to verify and get what you are looking at. Because for example, if I will get something from Google or I get something from Google Scholars, I can say that this thing was gotten from Google Research Project and I reference that. If I got from Google Scholars, then that means they can come from and I reference that. Anything that you publish that appears in AI is attributed to you. You are the one to improve that, you know it's useful. So anything that you are getting from AI, make sure you validate it. Make sure you verify it. This one is still. If you are not sure, then if you are not informed, if you are not in time, then you have enough information, you have enough research on the topic, then next time. Yes, I said before, no single man can complete it. Some people are still very adamant about this aspect. They simply cannot go and put them. I can think for myself, I'm not a bit. People tell me about that. Anybody that teaches himself is like somebody that people are entering Christ to government. They go and have a trip. How can you do? You have to put it around. Have you ever seen when you go to the next place with your leg? When you the next place, it's scary. Everybody kind of yeah. But when you are scary, but when you enter your car, and enter the estate, but if you say anyhow, before you are using the right thing, the right thing. So AI is here, it is new, it's a tool, a new tool for research, for community service, new tool for teaching, is a new tool for learning. The problem is how to use it. Let's there are because and because of we are going to use down the site form. Then I tell you to care about how what sorry to care about what AI is actually doing. To care about what AI is actually doing. What AI is doing. Don't use what it's doing. What AI is doing is doing now. You know what it is. How to get a platform. You are connecting to this is very important because you are business. Not for that way to do that. Trying to connect the platforms, you know that people, they don't allow people.
Audio.
You don't know what happened in the group. How you must know what you are doing. No guy is there. You know what you are doing. You know what you are doing. You know what I'm doing. You stay and balance it. You stay and balance it. I was having a conversation sometimes, and somebody in math and statistics asked me, then why is it that AI always digital that is not statistically correct, or does that not align statistically? And I was surprised. You see, what is the reality of the research? What is the research? You are the moment you start to use AI, you are using AI. The AI is like if you are looking for Wukari, for example, and I'm writing a paper, and I go to AI, what is the temperature of Wukari, the temperature of Wukari for 6 months, and the temperature of Wukari, and I have it, and then I now publish it. I have to that temperature of Wukari, and 1 million people are using that temperature of Wukari on their research. What have I done? So look at what you have to do value data. Protect the private information is very good. Let me go with that. Somebody gets somewhere and analyze do for them. And then I will not see it. You tell me what was it, everything. Yes, it's a good. The way this is operating is new and trying to get how. Things that you're going to talk about, but things that you want to express that they are free for you.
These ones are not yours. I don't know yet.
So, system always take note of wherever you are putting the best practice because the outcome of knowing something about this people and that information is being used to train AI. You know, so that is the information in AI system we have. We talk about it as we go. Always ensure that humans stay intact. Don't use AI to do something you can do. Don't use AI to do something you can do. Next time. AI has been very useful. It's not a crime. That's what I'm trying to say. AI is not a crime. It's more vital. Affected more vital. Because it is a tool and incredibly useful. We have some movement over here that openly everybody knows to use it. And we can get it for this data. So different companies that one using for structure application, use for that one using for attention and maybe machine learning so we go to 2024, one in chemistry and the other in physics. Next one. AI in research, there are a number of things that you can do with AI. So I have to tell you this. It's theoretical.
But it's still not clear because it's clear it's mic. The mic is causing echo. That's the problem.
Okay, you have resolved. What is AI is training before information around the world. So that's only perspective to different realities that some of them will be not about. Because of some of them. So when they saw me this day and very inside on what I'm doing. So it's a way of verifying what's going on. I have this, if you don't know what I'm doing, I have this law, what I'm doing. Verify that. So this is experimentation. There are labs now that run on AI. But AI can do things which humans used to do, many things. Especially, and if I was saying something, the main place AI is having much emphasis. That is when it comes to academics like this. When it comes to proper application, real life application, it's being acknowledged 100%. But why it is a problem academically is that we have to ensure that we humans, we know who we are, and we stay in charge of the academic system. As we go further, we will get a very beautiful picture of what I'm trying to say. The next slide. Literature mining. AI has summarized thousands of literature papers, trying to make of gaps in knowledge. This, you use things like this with care. You understand? You use things like this with care. You may be, for example, let me just tell you a recent the way I use AI. The research I carried out, practical research, I got a certain value. So I asked Google Scholar, looked for so many papers, and I just couldn't get that value. So I now went on to AI and said, is there any research that had this value? You understand? He got the research, and I said, okay, where is the link? And I told that, okay, fine, there's this research. I checked the links and they were correct. So you see, there's more of validation there. That, oh, okay, I got this result, and there are validations that oh, this result may have been. I did AI there. You have to know, AI did not generate anything for me. AI does not a lookup. It allows me to search. That's another very good, useful attribute of AI. Anybody that uses AI to do a lookup and you do not follow the link, you will be going to soup. As I told you before, AI it can give you a reference that does not exist. And that will mess up your paper, that will mess up your research. I know of lecturers that lost their job because they wrote papers that did not exist anywhere. Even though these days, credible journals ensure that you include the TOI of your or whatever source you are citing. Credible journals always ensure that you include the TOI of the paper, that digital object and the identifier. It's a link, so that whoever is copying the paper can click on the link and actually see the actual paper before your paper is published. Human AI collaboration in writing and publishing, you can see there's a grammar check there, and the rest, like I just told you just now, you can help you to find particular text that may help your work instead of going on and going on. The bottom line is to make sure that it's a tool, as I told you before, that helps you with your research, that speeds your research and maybe lessens the stress associated with the research. The next slide. Okay. When you go through a lot of papers, if you don't solve this, these are standard uses of AI from numerous lectures. Even you go through some lot of papers, you can see the knowledge gap and can help you to also deduce an hypothesis, whether the hypothesis what you are going to verify through your research. Whether it's a yes,
What did you think?
is it valid or is it not valid? Then there is can do environmental analysis because the question then you can analyze a lot of data super fast.
Then why would you take
data that will take maybe days or weeks to analyze, the machine learning will take just a few hours. So those are some of the things. Next slide. Identify potential ethical risk issues with research, models for future risks, and all. Like I said, I personally, I like, when I want to do something, I like engaging. Let's talk about it.
This audio also.
Discuss it, then you say, what kind of perspective that, oh, maybe this is the video of the okay, like that.
I even told you, don't touch it. Please. Don't try. At all. I jokingly told you, don't take this one, it's not yours.
Next slide. AI tools for literature and for literature check and for helping with
I'm not taking break, man. This thing is the one that rushed me out of the house.
For grammar PC and the rest. PC and the rest. Let's go to the next one. Then there is other grammar with for data analysis, we can use the chatbot, we can use the clock. For AI analysis, you have to prepare with and the whole company. I hope there are excess of them, and since it's a multidisciplinary audience, I just open like that. There are a whole lot of tools that you can use, AI tools that you can use. But you have to ensure that your research is original. Your research, the originality of your research must not be compromised. And you know what you are doing. AI is only an assistant. Assistant in the sense that, okay, once you have to ask a question, that is based on. Now, there are like I told you that I asked AI, okay, search for this. Now, automatically, if you use AI, search for this and return is different from do this. Because automatically, when it searches for, what does it return? It returns a realistic, right? It returns a realistic list, which makes it more reliable. Now you have a source, you have a reference. Now you tell AI to call the work yourself, that is not easy. You have already given out your work to AI. At the end of this work, at the end of this presentation, we are going to look at some of the consequences of that. The next one. Okay, this is not the AI. As I said, we're going to visit this again because it's important. Fabricate data and properly labs. Asking an AI to fill the missing data points for control group based on the existing synthetic data to bypass physical, actual, people, or laboratory testing. We thought that we said that already. You should not, on no condition, must use AI to generate data for something you are supposed to do. You are supposed to do physical data, you are supposed to perform physical experiments. Now do AI generating. Don't. I told you, there are lecturers that are present because not Nigeria ready because they do and it's citations that yes, references that were not existing. They use it in their works, and all of them were not existent, and they copied their job. So anything you don't use AI for your citation, as in your references, directly like that. So write a paragraph of this, and give it 20 citations. You already gone. So you have to sit down and look through what you are working on. Then you put it proper references and cite it properly. Failing to disclose data as an ancestor. What is data? Yes, ancestors, your forefathers. Listen up. So get the information you are feeding into the data, where it come from. You just feed information to the AI system as if it's your own. And it's all your own. So, and it's a problem with the AI system, as I said. Breadth of knowledge and research output for societal and cultural advantage.
Okay, you told it.
For community service and serious advocacy. Community service has to do with applying the knowledge for societal betterment. The backwardness of Nigeria right now is tied to lack of community service. Community service is not supposed to be the way it's like what I call it, it's not compulsory. If you like, it's as if it's a part of nothing. Like me now, a PhD in physics. When I see community service, I can write, I'm a joking. That doesn't work. You have to be frank. What have you done with your knowledge? And like, if you have a PhD in physics, you have a PhD in professor of physics. When it comes to service, how do you practice your environment? Somewhat insecurity. See, sir, all of you, anybody that wants to do anything on agriculture, just take your agriculture, enter your AI system. You can be the best in the whole world. Just do the right thing, the right things to do. If we guide you like this, our institutions have to take community service more seriously. Not just documented research. Not just documented, oh, yes, this is it, document, no, this is it, document. Let us apply it. The next slide. So we are in a country that is building a lot of community service. That is why. It looks as if it was the minimum. See not, it looks like it was the smallest. But it's actually one of the biggest. Because outside the system, nobody is paying our impact. Because we are taking community service as not very important. You see, top one, that do innovation. Innovation. You have to innovate. Find ways to solve societal problems by using AI. Next. Okay, let's take a look at the brain. They're asking AI the right questions. You can do anything. You can do anything. It is not think of it in your mind. Information is available now for everybody. Who should have thought that Ukraine can shape America? Let's look at Russia. Who should have thought? Who? Who are read about it? They have startups that use AI, machine learning, to develop drones. Fast, they are building drones, as they are getting down, they are modifying the drone, reloading. That is the situation we are now. And so somehow, if basic knowledge, things are basic, anyone can do. See, it's still a problem in Nigeria where there's AI. Then you have to wonder, where is it coming from? I belong to one of the highest network of hardware engineers. Hardware engineers and startups and companies in Nigeria. I put earlier, like last month, I put a message on the group. I was like, look at these children that have been in Oyo. What can we do? There is one that said, when the government is ready, we will know what to do. No one be like that. You can do something. Don't be like that. Don't waste time. Fight for Nigeria. This is our only country. You can do AI, a lot of activities, I assure you. And it will just foolishness. Because, let me tell you, they say there's one of my favorite quotes from Chinua Achebe. He said, an old woman gets ready when dry bones are mentioned in the program. If you are one of those people that are educated in Nigeria and they are talking about Nigeria, now be pretty, now you are relaxed, then something is wrong with you. Because indirectly, whether you like it or not, they are talking about your failure to your face. Yes, we can do more. And we strengthen it by God's grace. So the rapid development of drone systems may be attributed to the efficient use of artificial intelligence. So you can see we have Ukraine there that have wowed everybody in America by what they can do. Now we in Nigeria have the opportunity to show that really we are not lazy, we are intelligent, we have information, we have access to information. That's small. Anything, solve anything. You cannot do something or nothing. I was going to talk about this. You have to start something. You cannot do something or nothing. These days, as you read my citation earlier on, I won the Best Business Award in business. And I edit and editor for some journals. And I have found out something about the Nigerian system. We are trying to put up. The ground, there's no foundation. So, I want to encourage us. It's even now, I'm seeing that this audience is majorly students. I was thinking more of the academia will be here. But thank you very much. I want to encourage us to try to go beyond that. Let us stop using the same criteria of the West. Here, we have to start building Because I will be frank with you. Our problems in Nigeria are so old school. Our problems in Nigeria are so old school. They are old school problems. You cannot solve the problem in Nigeria in the academia and try to publish it in the Q1 now. So, those are some of the things we just have to look at. Some of the policy things, we just have to look at. We have to have meeting and go, have a condition, know where we are. Let's not competing with, we send sample somewhere, we end up the result, we approve the result, we send back the law, and they are first. They still use it. They still use it for their own research. While we are still here. So that's the first slide. Next slide. So AI is a success stage. It doesn't hide anything. If you ask AI now how they are doing it in the brain, it will tell you. So that is it. It tells you everything. No secret. Information is open. Next slide. Sign that I'm just was doing this AI. I'll be frank with you. This particular point, I don't put it because I'm coming to an academic plan. This particular point has been overtaken by them. It has been overtaken by them. Because it is now obvious that even AI detectors are not accurate. They are not accurate. A lot of people are litigations. People that are not native speakers of English, for example, when they write, it's as if it was generated. For me, it's not. So AI is already for these are the general, just for the sake of where we are now in time. These are general way to know. We use of traditional phrases like that's like overall. Especially like overall. It's very because initially it was very common. In conclusion, ultimately, when you see anything that is generated with an algorithm, it's like that's a pattern. Overall, every paragraph ends with overall. So you know that it's not always. And then repetitive sentences also, they are raised the same way, and over explain simple concepts. Instead of writing something once, just write and over explain. The next slide. Major concerns. So we have some major concerns in the use of AI. We have lots of things that analyze knowledge, which is very important. From what I told you from the beginning on the development, the evolution of man. So our present day, it is important that we have that is the function of our being. It's not something that we compromise with. It's a function of who we are. So people can internalize knowledge. Laws of human beings institution. They are the ones that generate a man can sit down now and based on what he knows, think of the direction of research. Algorithms are not that. So it's very important that we as we stand, we have a knowledge base from which we can think and advance knowledge. The next slide. Next slide. Then the black box and reproducibility. We have to make sure our research are reproducible. And we want to do something here, anywhere in the world when they are reported, they can also get exactly the same results as we got. Before that can be achieved, that means we must be clear with our methodology and how we got our results. But with AI, those people get black box. They have input and output. They can't defend their methods. Data ancestry, we talked about it earlier on, so that the history of a particular result or a particular research can be followed through. Then administration of particular citations, we talked about that. Then there is this failure of AI detectors is a major concern because we can't become beyond the stage of using AI detectors. In the future, that will not be an option. But we have to note that having intelligence, having knowledge to analyze because is actually the future of the human race. Then universities too have to change their method of assessment to assessments that require you to do what you have to brain, because that's a new value. So in the future, those that think university or learning is calm now, they are going to be so surprised, because learning is going to change. It's going to be a completely different form, not this conventional way, because you are going to be forced to speak out things that you actually have complex, and that will be the value of the person in the future times. A lot of people use AI, but very few schools have policies that guide the use of AI. It's encouraged that institutions have standard policies that tell what and what make up AI, like how AI should be used. You can say, okay, allow for grammar checking, formatting citations, and responding. If you're using for AI to summarize, AI to summarize information using for example, disclosure, and you can write the things that is not with AI. You should not with AI generated text and the rest. So the future is very important. In the future, education is going to be made more compulsory than it is now, because it won't be an individual choice to be educated individually. It will be a government enforced minimum benchmark for being a member of the human society. So we think the future is going to be. It's not going to be that easy the way it is, because education is too important. So then, even then, your work will be subject to passing exams that shows that your brain is there. Your work will be attached to research that shows that your brain is there. So this one is time to relax. It's time to learn how to use AI while optimizing your internal brain structure. And then for just to conclude, if there were ever to go, anything were ever to go wrong with artificial intelligence, no this is not certainty. Just like viruses, humans will be intentionally behind it. So don't think AI go not by itself. If AI ever goes not, that means maybe no for us it's not certainty that some human being somewhere and manipulating the system. And for those of us that have ears, because you can't just do AI, you can't talk about AI without this. A lot of people are afraid. For those that have ears about AI, always remember this. That there is a spirit man and the breath of the Almighty gives them understanding. We will always hunger as long as we are within our assigned vision, which is the best. Thank you for listening.
Question, rest can be written on paper. Lecturer, we enjoy the presentation on the functions of the university, education teaching, research, and community science, and on the side of community science subscription. Now, if I develop designs to solve problems in one society, and this thing is published and works, and somebody else deploy this solution and solve people's problem on the other side of the world, how do I handle the problem? At the end of that, thank you. So they use your research to solve a problem in other parts of the world. How do you handle copyright? Yes. Well, I don't understand. What was the purpose? Okay, let me break it down. No, I understand. But what I'm trying to say that you published it so that people will acquire knowledge. To apply, you to be proud of yourself. The only problem is if somebody published again and used your work without citing you. But if you apply your method, and it's not documented, I don't think there's a crime because you published it. Just let me break it down. Okay. The crisis
Wukari. For instance, if government is interested in resettling society, we have been engaged to develop resettlement of that society with so many designs which have worked and have resettled people. Another crisis, say in Niger State, and somebody else saw this work on the web and deployed a solution there and solve the problem. Initially, I have to benefit from my fee that is being engaged in Taraba State. But it's something that is being applied in Niger State, which I have not been part of it. How do I get my fee from it? That is the problem. This is something that is very, very critical at this point in time. Patent, intellectual property. The focus now is on converting research outputs to products, to services that can solve real-life problems in the society. I remember one workshop that I attended last year. The argument was between publish and perish and spin-off and spin-out. The Nigerian participants said, see, we need to quickly put together our solutions, publish it so that we will get a reward. And the reward is promotion. That's why you publish in Nigeria. We want to be promoted. You know, but for us, academics in Nigeria, our own focus is on promotion. I really need to package my research findings, publish it, and get promotion. So we quickly publish. If you publish without patenting, somebody in China will register that in his name. Before you go to register as your own intellectual property, he has already registered. I remember there was a time we raised the issue and the Vice Chancellor told us that it has happened to me as a person. He researched, discovered solution, but before he could register as his intellectual property, somebody somewhere else has published and registered it as his intellectual property. So it no longer belongs to the Vice Chancellor. Somebody has taken that knowledge as his own. So, one critical thing that I am holding on to from your talk is this meeting. And it is also a responsibility on our part as reviewers. A paper is in the process. And as a reviewer, you are asked to review this work. You immediately upload to AI. And AI has taken that work. Before the paper is out, another person may maybe somebody say, AI, please write a paper for me, draft a paper for me on this topic, and AI delivers your draft. You are still processing, and another person has published your work. It's no longer your own. Tomorrow you'll be accused of plagiarism. Not because you plagiarized, but because the reviewer was not conscious of integrity issues. So what he is referring to is intellectual property. Yes, I have developed a solution to this problem. But sir, you developed a solution and you did not register it as your intellectual property. Somebody else registers before you, no longer you do. It's another person's intellectual property and you cannot argue it.
Nailed it on the head. So once you publish a journal article, you have transferred copyright of that work to the journal. In fact, for some journals, you need to fill a copyright form. But I just filled one about 2 days ago. So when he was asking, I was checking the copyright form, checking the conditions. And sometimes we fill form without really reading all to be a long form. So sometimes when you publish papers, you submit a copyright, meaning you transfer everything to them. What you now require from that paper is that cite you, when they make reference to that book. But like Prof said, if you want to draw some funds from it, which is fine, you need to do what? Patent it. Thank you.
I think just to add to this, because of so much experience, for example, why is it that you see scientists in US, so they have high patent? So what do? First, when you know that your work is of high novelty, the first step you need to take is to protect it. So how do I protect it? You go for the patent. In fact, you can come back again, part of it, and then publish it. For example, during my PhD period, okay, in India, okay. Now we did a research collaboration with one group there, okay. Now part of this work now is we have already filed a patent in India. And part of this work again, what do? We have published it again. So please, researchers, when you know that your work will solve the problem, the first step you need to do is to protect it, okay, by patenting it. Before, you will still have the liberty, okay, to still come about and publish. I think that was the step you did not take. First, protect it, then you can come back and then publish it. Because now, with the advent of the AI now, what's happening? In 1 minute now, laboratories are, ready. They are just there, okay? They just want to see if your work is going to solve problem. And you have not patented, that's what they want. In fact, it's just 1 minute. They will just go and patent it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, the second question.
Mine is a question on this artificial intelligence, particularly on the issue of AI assistance and AI generation. Sometimes you do authentic, original, but you probably not sure the grammar, some punctuations, and other minor things. The idea is not, the write-up is not, the information is always. You then ask AI to help you work on the two things, like punctuations, maybe some statements may not be so well formed, and AI will form them. Now, my question is, will that not stand you at a high risk of maybe these AI detectors? Would that place you at a high risk of cost for using AI to generate those things? Because some statements were wrong and written by the AI.
Thank you very much for that question. I said it earlier on that when you are doing grammar check, what it does is punctuations, typos. You don't use it to rewrite anything. Once immediately you use it to write any sentence, it comes to describe as AI. When you use it. When I actually have used on the workshop, not that kind of workshop, I have uploaded a document on Google. You will see it underlines all those places where there are typos, spaces. So all you have to do is pick it, you put up the typos, and all, you copy your document away from there. If you ask you, do you want me to continue writing? That is the problem. Once you tell it yes, that's all. It comes to the right. When you just grammar correction, the grammar is still yours. What you just corrected was the typos, full stops, spaces, comma, and the rest. Do I tell you? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. We are done with that. Any other question, please, on your piece of paper and send. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it. Okay, the next item, Dr. Isantus Andrew, Director of New Pages School, Finally, the next item on the agenda.
Aren't you 10 minutes back? So these people, if they have opportunity, we will talk earlier.
All right. Thank you so much. Our able presenter, thank you, Dr. Kuti. Right about now, I have the privilege once again. Okay, please, we want to please our colleagues that are stepping out. Just a few moments from now, we're done. Please, there's going to be a group photograph. Lecturers, you see that are here. Few moments. I once again have the honor to invite to the stage Dr. Cookie. Please, you step forward. In doing that, we would like to invite our own Dr. Santos, the Director of Engages. Right about now, the group wants to present an award to you. So please, let's put this together to honor him and to receive this award.
Thank you for me to present this award of appreciation. When I saw, when we were organizing the program, and I saw the EFPT on the list, I know that yes, something will be delivered. And I'm sure that all of us are fully, packed with something about AI, okay? So, to hand out this award of appreciation on behalf of ASFI 510 Institutional Quintet, University Wukari, award of appreciation presented to Dr. Kuki EM for your insightful presentation on the responsible academic, balancing innovation and integrity in the era of AI. Dr. Kuki.
Group photograph, just 10 seconds. While they are doing that, may I also invite our own Stanley Delay for a vote of thanks. Please get ready immediately, drop the vote of thanks. We are all moving out for a group photograph. God bless you as you wait patiently. Thank you. All right. To remind you further, that tomorrow, this program continues tomorrow. So please, your email address is provided. It's very important, and your certificates are also prepared. So get it tomorrow at 10 o'clock. No waste of time. God bless you. Thank you. You will not clap for me.
Good afternoon to you all. We want to, on behalf of ASFI team, Federal University Wukari, appreciate each and every one of you for being present in this program. Specifically, we want to appreciate the Vice Chancellor for giving us a platform to come and execute this program. We really appreciate this initiative. We want to appreciate the Director of Research and Communication also for accepting us to work together in this capacity. We appreciate the DDC who was here with the Vice Chancellor. We want to appreciate the Director of Leakages. We appreciate you, sir. You've done so well to ensure that this program is really hosted. We really appreciate it. We want to appreciate the ICT Directorate for giving us this venue and also ensuring that everything is done successfully. We appreciate the Information Directorate. We want to appreciate all teams that are present here, especially the team of Biosciences. We thank you for coming. We appreciate you for the overview. We thank each and every one of you for being present.
The program continues tomorrow. We want to see your faces here by tomorrow. Exactly 10 o'clock, we will come and continue. Thank you so much. I thank all participants and presenters for your sacrifices. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Okay, we will read outside everyone may group photograph.
Ina akwa ne yake? Ina akwa? Sheki, ya gurgu. Iskara, da iskara. Uje da iskara. Sun ja abin yayi yawa. Sai a ce 1 hour. Amma mutane dai sun gudu. Normally boring. Gaskiya ba shi ne akwai lectures, akwai other engagement. Zai je girki. Mr. Jude. Mr. Jude. Tell us your name and which department you come from. Your life or team
I'm
beauty.
Mr. Iro Kajut.
Okay,
I'm from the Department of Statistics,
good.
Federal University Wukari.
Then what have you learned in this lecture?
I've learned how to use AI effectively, not to abuse it, but to use it properly.
Good.
Because AI generated is different from AI.
Good.
So using AI, you use it as an assistant, not to allow AI to do all the work. They use it as an aid or as an assistant.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's your name and which department you come from?
Sunday I go from the Department of Chemistry.
Okay, what have you learned in this lecture?
I learned mostly all the work that I need to do. I should not depend on AI in everything I do. And some cases I need AI to assist me in some cases. That's the thing I learned.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, okay.
How are you?
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. What's your name and which department are you coming from? Eh?
My name is Hosea Christina. From the Department of English and Literature Studies.
English and Literature Studies. What have you learned in this lecture?
Well, I've learned quite a lot on literature review, and to take place, it's more like a debate and argument on different works on a particular topic. And then I've also learned on AI.
Yes.
And how it is being used not just to give it questions, but then ask specific questions to also learn from it.
Thank you very much. Hi.
Frank.
I saw you asked a question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Joseph Frank.
Joseph Frank. What have you learned here?
Quite a lot. First of all, the importance of referencing, citing, the importance of authenticity and originality in writing.
Right. Yes.
Secondly, the use of AI as a tool, not as a person.
Yes.
As a tool in your hand, not as a replacement. So it taught me how to stand as the man, do the work, and let AI assist me.
Yes.
Not let AI do the work and I stand as the person. This program is a very, very important one in my academic journey. As a PG student, I'm able to gather so much here and potentially use this knowledge in my thesis. So it's a very big plus.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Well done, Joseph.